Hello and welcome to Newsfeed on Trust TV. I am Dorcas Yakobuzala, bringing you trending stories that people are talking about and sharing around the globe today, and also their opinions on such issues. Suspected ritualist kills girlfriend, dismembers her body in Kwara State. 3 lawmakers demanded $150 million bribe during dispute with Nigeria, Binance executive says. Obasa drags Lagos Assembly, Meranda to court over removal as Speaker. Miss Universe Nigeria Chidinma Adesina's mother arrested in South Africa over fraudulent residency. Now, top of what's trending, a suspected ritualist has killed and dismembered a final year student of the Kwara State College of Education in Ilori, Kwara State. Nawal Hafsa Yetunde was killed by her boyfriend, whom she met on social media. The suspected killer, after the gruesome killing, dismembered her body for alleged ritual purposes. However, police authorities in Kwara State said the suspected killer has been arrested. Yetunde went missing on Monday, February 10, 2025. She was at a naming ceremony when she received a call from a friend. According to sources, she dropped her food to answer the call and then left. Yetunde's death adds to the swelling number of ladies who have been allegedly killed by their boyfriends in recent months. Just at the start of the year, 32-year-old Timileyin Ajayi was reported to have killed his girlfriend, Salome Adaidu, and severed her head. The matter is still in court. Earlier this month, police authorities in Akwa Ibom began a probe over the gruesome murder of makeup artist Emric Efanga. Efanga was allegedly killed by her boyfriend, who was identified as Ndifreke. Now responding, one Nelson wrote, "Ritualist or organ harvester, we all need to be at alert at this time." One Friday is saying, "This generation is really going crazy and very fast." A last reaction on the story says, "This is why some people have been preaching for long that we should ignore all these sets of alpha that make people believe that juju can bring you money. If it works really, the whites are supposed to be coming to Africa for money." Next on what's trending, Tigran Gambarian, an executive at Binance Holdings Limited, has accused 3 Nigerian federal lawmakers of demanding $150 million bribe during the dispute between the cryptocurrency firm and the Nigerian government. Gambarian alleged that the legislators requested the payments be made in cryptocurrency and deposited into their personal digital wallets. The executive was detained by the Nigerian government from February to October 2024 over Binance's operations in the country. He and Binance's regional manager for Africa, Nadeem Anjarwalla, were arrested in February 2024 after traveling to Nigeria for a meeting with government officials. The federal government had accused Binance of manipulating foreign exchange rates and negatively impacting the Nigerian economy. Anjarwalla later escaped custody in March 2024, leaving Gambarian to face prosecution alone. In a post on social media platform X on Friday, Gambarian revealed that he and Anjarwalla had initially met with Department of State Services (DSS) officials in January 2024 as a prerequisite to a meeting with members of the House of Representatives. He claimed the DSS advised them to comply with whatsoever the lawmakers requested. In May 2024, Binance's CEO, Richard Teng, also alleged that unidentified persons in Nigeria demanded $150 million in digital currency to resolve the company's legal troubles in the country. The Nigerian government has denied allegations, accusing Binance of attempting to blackmail the country. Now, the first reaction on the story says, "And the worst part is that these 3 men will continue as if nothing happened and nobody will be held accountable. After, they will wonder why Canada refused their visa and nobody takes them seriously." One Emmanuel is asking, "Nigerian government, do you want us to believe you or him?" Next is from one Chief Brown, and it reads, "And this is the same DSS you all expect to arrest Yahya Bello." Now, former Speaker of the Lagos House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has filed a suit against the lawmaking body and his successor, Mojishola Meranda, before the Lagos State High Court in Ikeja, challenging the legality of his sack. Obasa, in the suit, which is yet to be assigned to a judge, is urging the court to declare that his colleagues in the House acted unlawfully by removing him while the Assembly was on recess. In the application dated February 12, 2025 and filed by his lawyer, Chief Afolabi Fashanu-San, the plaintiff claimed that he was removed from his position on January 13, 2025 by 36 lawmakers while he was out of the country. Now reacting, someone said, it's either this guy doesn't have wise elders who could give him good counsel, or he doesn't have good lawyers that mean well for him. Next one reads, I believe he's trying to play a prank. This has to be a prank. One Balo_NG is saying, after how many years as Speaker of Lagos State, he thinks the Lagos speakership position is his own hereditary. Next one was trending. Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebholo has vowed to petition the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over alleged financial mismanagement during the administration of his predecessor, Godwin Obasa. A report by an administrative panel of inquiry claimed that 96 billion naira was misappropriated during Obasa's tenure. Okpebholo made this known on Friday while receiving the panel's report, which was submitted to him in Benin City. The findings were disclosed in a statement issued on Sunday by his chief press secretary, Fred Itwa. The panel, constituted on December 18, 2024, investigated the financial dealings of the 18 impeached local government chairmen from September 4, 2023 to November 2024. The report indicted not only the former chairman, but also alleged that prominent figures within the factional People's Democratic Party were complicit in the misappropriation of funds. Now someone said, if this is all they could find after 6 months, then Obasa's government was relatively clean. Next one says, the probe should start from Oshomole's tenure. Last reaction on this story is from a user with the handle name Bossman, and it says, if Obasa was so corrupt, Edo don't even need to petition EFCC. EFCC already knows. Now, the federal government has raised concerns over the deportation of its nationals from the United States, calling on Washington to uphold international conventions for a dignified repatriation process. On his first day in office as the 47th President of the United States, Donald Trump signed several executive orders aimed at tightening immigration policies. This includes ending birthright citizenship for children of undocumented immigrants and declaring a national emergency at the U.S.-Mexico border. He also announced the deployment of more troops to the southern border and reiterated his pledge to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. In a meeting with U.S. Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills Jr., the Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, stressed the emotional and financial toll these deportations are having on Nigerians in the U.S. and their families back home. Odumegu Ojukwu, in a statement signed by her media aide, Magnus Eze, on Sunday, stated that with about 201 Nigerians currently detained in U.S. immigration centers and about 85 cleared for deportation, the federal government is pushing for a more humane process. She noted that many Nigerians in the U.S. send vital remittances to families in Nigeria, supporting their survival and funding their education. Now let's take a quick break. We'll be back in no time. To stay with us. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, you're watching Newsfeed on Trust TV. And the Department of Home Affairs has detained the mother of Miss Universe Nigeria Chidinma Adesina in Cape Town, South Africa. A department spokesperson, Siok Osa, said their investigations, assisted by the police, swooped in on Annabella Rongo on Saturday morning, February 15, 2025. A department withdrew Rongo's South African documentation in September 2024 after finding that it had been fraudulently obtained, rendering her ineligible to continue residing in South Africa. During the operation, investigators from the Counter-Corruption and Immigration Services branches of the department also found Adesina's underage child residing with Rongo. After being processed by Home Affairs over her apparent illegal continued residence in South Africa, Rongo will be handed over to the SAPS, as she is also the subject of an ongoing investigation by the Directorate for Priority Crime Investigation. Koza said Home Affairs was further liaising with the Department of Social Development and SAPS Child Protection Unit as it relates to protecting the interests of the underage child. Rongo was arrested after Chidinma Adesina was spotted at a restaurant in Cape Town earlier this week. Now, a user with the handle name Christian5 wrote, South Africans can be doing a lot of crazy stuff to other African countries. But trust me, I feel safe living in South Africa than to live in my father's land, Nigeria, where I don't have freedom to move around or do the things I like. Next one says, they've been dragging her on TikTok since. I don't know why she went back there. Sometimes you just have to accept some people are full of hatred and negativity. Last reaction on the story says, respect the laws of a country, enter with valid paperwork. That is all the world is asking of Nigerians. And now in sports, Anu Oluwapo Opeyori reigned supreme as the top men's badminton player in Africa on Sunday by winning his 5th African title at the 2025 African Badminton Championships in Douala, Cameroon. Punch Sports Extra reports. A Nigerian overcame Egypt's Adhan El Gamal in a top men's single, winning the tie 2-0. Opeyori cruised to a 21-7 win in the first set, but the second was a keen contest as a Nigerian rallied to win 23-22 against the Egyptian. It was his 4th consecutive win, 2022, 2023, 2024 and 2025, with his first win in 2019. En route to the 2025 final, the 27-year-old, who was ranked the continent's #2 going into the tournament, got the better of Driss Ballroom, while Egamal beat top seed Julian Paul of Mauritania. His compatriots Victor Ikechukwu and Joseph Emmanuel didn't go past the quarterfinals of the tournament, just as Dorcas Adesokan also crashed out in the last 8 of the women's singles. And that's a wrap on the program today. Do also follow us across all our social media platforms for more programs, news and documentaries. Until next time, goodbye.